also known as the vertical alignment jig, it is primarily used for aligning prosthetic devices. More importantly, it allows you to transfer alignment from a check socket to a finished final socket. And now we are going to talk about each component and how to use them.
First, we have the check socket crown, which will hold the check socket and allow us to put the check socket into knee flexion or extension and abduction or adduction. So do it like this, and we'll put the check socket in, and this will hold it. And then Johnny over here is going to explain how you would adjust it for knee flexion, extension, or whatever you're going for.
This is the height locking collar, and you set this to how high you want your pylon to be, and it stops this check socket from going lower. And then this is where you adjust the height of the check socket crown. Move it up, move it down, and you set it right there onto the height locking collar. And if you need to put some knee flexion into your check socket, all you need to do is loosen these screws in the front, and you can set it into knee flexion, knee extension, and also adduction and abduction.
Alright, so lastly we have the foot plate. We have gross adjustments with the foot plate, just like we do the crown. We have this knob here, which allows you to bring the foot forward and back. Also, we have this knob, which adjusts the height. The primary purpose of the foot plate is to be able to adjust how much inset you have for the foot, and you do that by adjusting these knobs here. First, you have to loosen the locking screw on the bottom, then you twist these opposingly in order to push the plate one way or the other, and then lock it back in. You could also adjust toe out by loosening the locking screw under here, under the sash foot, and incrementally moving that and locking it back down as well. The side note, I attached this extra component from the bucket of extra parts to serve as a plumb bob holder, so you can free up one of our hands. The plumb bob is used in conjunction with the Milmo in order to measure your adjustments that you make. So in this case, we have the plumb bob bisecting our check socket over the foot plate. This would allow us to measure how much we inset the foot from our check socket. The plumb bob is also used on the lateral side in order to measure our angle of knee flexion. You'd also have to use a goniometer with that, but yeah. Alright, so this is just a short video of me demonstrating what I mean by keying to the right. When you adjust the height collar, you'll notice that before you tighten it down, there's a little bit of wiggle room. What you want to do is push it to one side and then tighten it down. It's important to be consistent with this so that you maintain proper alignment every time you make an adjustment.